We live?
Today, go tell your sister to put on some clothes.
She's trying to run her business. Oh, it's live.
Hey y'all. Yep, look like it.
Yeah, I see it.
Put on some clothes. I'm hearing the echo.
That's me. I'm turning it down.
Nah, don't you got to mute one of them?
Mm-mm. You still hear echo?
Oh, we good.
No, I cut it off.
All right. So we back at it again. Everybody know me, Ebony, Wesley, Leslie, Kenny, and Ebony Dawson. Tonight we talking about should I cut off a friend if my spouse or partner doesn't like that friend? I've had this experience before. I know a couple of people who have dealt with this also. So we just kind of want to get into it and see what you guys think about it. We can kind of chat about it. Like, you know, should you have to make that choice between your friend and your spouse? Is it something that you automatically do? Is it unreasonable? Is it kind of based off of what type of relationship you had with that friend? So we got two people on the panel who are married, so I'm gonna kind of let y'all go first because it's definitely more deep when you're married.
Yep.
Go ahead, Liz.
No, you can go ahead. You ladies first.
Um, it got me
Today?
kind of silent.
So say, your husband, you know, you can say a male friend. Let's start there. So say you got a male friend, and for some reason he just don't like how this dude interact with you. Do you think it's fair? Would you do it? If he said, hey, you know, I know that's your friend and you've been knowing him for years, but I really don't want you communicating with him. It's something about him I don't like.
That's a tough one. If he feel uncomfortable, I would. I mean, whew. If he feel uncomfortable, I would have to take it in consideration and probably, you know, try to distance myself or, you know, try to make him feel comfortable in the situation, let him know, you know, it's not like that, nothing going on. But if it's a no, then I may have to, you know, chill out on my friend. I don't know.
Damn.
It's just different for everybody because it depends on the situation.
True. Liz, what's your thoughts? Say your wife, like, look, I don't like this chick. And I mean, like, especially, well, we just gonna keep it the same question as Tania, then we'll go into it. So same thing for you, Liz. Your wife, you know, y'all kicking it and she get wind of this friend you've been knowing forever. And she like, I really don't want you communicating with them for whatever reason. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, like, you know, before you get married, the thing about it is you introduce them to your friends and you kind of like have them around your friends just to get a feel so they can feel comfortable. Like, you know, Ebony and Toya like are the two closest female friends I hang with a lot. So, you know, it wasn't that she had a problem with them. It's just I wanted her to get comfortable around them so she wouldn't think that any of them would try to holler at me. But like, you know, you also tell them and it's up to what they want to believe, but you always tell them like Ebony and Toya are like my sisters. So, you know, not only do you tell them, but you kind of display that too. Like when we all hanging out and stuff. Like my wife hang out with us, you know, a lot, and you know, she never like really gave me that vibe. Um, as far as like the experiences with it, I don't seen it before, but people have to get an understanding. Like everybody's gonna want a piece of you, like especially if you're a lovable person. So if you are married, or not even married, if you're in a relationship and you feel like that relationship is promising, that person, friends, has to understand. Like, look, this is who I'm building my life with, and you have to respect it. Um, Now, if I get a vibe from one of the friends, because I don't got vibes from friends before I bring it to her attention, but at the same time, that person is grown. And yeah, I hear when people say someone can rub off on you. That's true, but you're grown enough to make them decisions yourself. Whatever that makes your significant other uncomfortable with that friend. And sometimes it could be from your friend be on some bullshit to where you getting caught up in, or shit. It could be sometimes your friend wants you, her friend, that person friend wants you. So it's like, you know, most of the time you just gotta make the right decisions. But like Tania was saying, like you're not gonna let nobody ruin your relationship because of basically the friendship that they have. Because sometimes it ain't the men, it could be the women. The women can be too excessive and want more of your woman than they have a need for your woman more than it seems like you do, or they want to be around your woman more than you be around her. That's where the problems kind of come in at, because sometimes it's a lonely friend. The lonely friends are the ones who can you can look they can be sketchy because they don't have nobody and they used to being around that person, and that person got somebody now. So, you know, when a question like this, it's mostly when it comes to the women in my eyes, because I don't see it with guys. I don't see guys being too excessive. If it is, they game. Like you know what I'm saying? I want to be around you. I couldn't be around my homeboys all the time, especially if they got a woman too. Like I'm not just not about to be interfering in their relationship. But I see it a lot from women though. It could be jealousy. It could be they want more time with their friend, or they just don't care, or maybe they don't understand it because they never had that relationship like their friend got.
That's true. So, Wesley and Kenny, what's y'all thoughts on there? And then I got another girl. It's a bug in my drink. Party over.
Drink it.
You think I ain't about to pick him right on out of here?
Make that a new drink.
Alcohol.
That's alcohol.
Net Teeny. Oh, he came back.
Oh no.
Anyway,
You got a margarita. But go ahead, Wes and Candy.
damn.
I think for me the biggest thing is the reason. And I know Ebony said for whatever reason, but that's probably the biggest question is what's the reason? And if we sit down and it's a valid reason, then it's something to consider. But if it's just based off any insecurities, I think that's a barrier that we need to work through as a couple. If it's no basis on why you want me to cut that friend off. So I think it's very particular into the reason. It has to be a legitimate reason in my eyes. And if it's not, and it's based off assumptions or insecurities, then that's a problem that we need to deal with in our relationship before we even get to that part. So I think that's the biggest part is the reason.
And I want to say another thing is it's like, you know, men will see things and bring it to the attentions of a woman. It ain't like we trying to take you away from your friends, but like we see you as I hate to say it, but something even better than what you know your friends present, and some that the woman might not see. And like me, like you know, my wife got friends, and like if I see something, I probably won't even speak on them, but I know, you know, I see something, and then if it ain't too much, I probably wouldn't speak on it to her, but I probably bring it to her attention if it was something that really like it's kind of alarming. But like Kenny said, if it's insecurities, that's something you got to work out. It has to be a reason. Don't like a person because they this or they that. You know, it has to be a reason why you don't, want your significant other around that person.
Right. That's selfish for you to want me to cut off a lifelong friend of mine or somebody I knew for 20 years or 15 years and you're not giving me a valid reason why, just because they don't rub me the wrong way or I don't know what it is about them. I just don't like them. So would be entirely selfish for a partner to want their partner to cut a lifelong friend off or a friend, somebody that you call a friend.
Yeah, or you could be jealous of their friendship. I've seen that too.
So what about if it's opposite sex? So what if it's somebody of the opposite sex and y'all used to kick it, but y'all all friends in a group and your spouse?
Oh, that's what I thought we was talking about.
Right. Well, it can go both ways. I mean, like that, I want you to cut this friend off has many reasons. Like, I don't like
Can I say something? My thing is this. It's simple. If I had sex with the person, we cool, and she told me to stop talking to that person, I'd do it. But if I haven't had sex with the person, then, we got to,
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Just simple like that. If I had sex with a person and she feel bothered that I'm still cool with that person, I can't be friends no more. But if I haven't had sex with her and we just like really friends, we cool, then we got to work that out.
Yeah, that's completely different. If it's somebody that's used to talk to, mess around with, then I'm not really feeling that.
That's a no-brainer.
Right.
Is it though?
For me,
yeah.
Like, let's think about Northern High School.
Oh, that's a long time ago. That shit don't count. We talking as adults.
Okay.
What if it's so if let's say Tania and Leslie, if your husband wife told you about this friend that they used to kick it with in high school, little after high school, and they still communicate with them, you wouldn't feel no way about it?
It depends on the extent of that relationship. I want to know. Because high school is a long time ago. Like, I can't fault a person for what they did in high school. I only can judge you off like pretty much you're an adult, but I know people make changes in their life. So yeah, I don't have a problem with it unless it's something that I see with my own eyes. Like, damn, man, something don't seem right. Then that's the only thing that can give me an indication that something is up. But I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it either. And my husband is still friends with a girl. Like, they weren't together, but they used to mess with each other. But they're friends now, and he brought me into the dynamics, and I know her, and I talk to her like it's just cool.
Yeah, so, that's high school though. We was just
that's what I'm saying.
He was horny and stuff. Like, it wasn't like
as
no
long
love.
as y'all got the communication open, and
yeah, it wasn't like we was in love with these people in high school and stuff. We was young and just having fun.
So what if that still bothers them? You're going to say, okay, you're going to have to figure out how to deal with this, or what are you going to do?
I mean,
men are some men, and it ain't about being insecure. Like you said, from a woman's perspective, you can see something weird from a chick that he used to kick it with, and they just friends now, or vice versa. So if they,
you can see if they thirsty,
right? If they pick that sense up and say, hey, look, I don't really want you around this person because something. It ain't about like, oh, I don't want you to have no friends. It's like, I pick up something. Are you willing to say, look, friend, I know it's been forever, but the way we interact or how he feel makes him uncomfortable, and we can't communicate.
I mean, I could do that. Like, I ain't no big deal to me. Shit. Cut the motherfucker off ain't never been hard.
Oh my God.
Gang strong.
Right, bye.
It is like shit.
But that's 20 years though.
Yeah, but like if she like, look, man, old girl be looking at you a certain way, I'm be like, all right, man. Shit, I ain't gonna answer the phone. I'll probably block her too.
Yeah, that's true.
Cause you got to keep that sanity. You got to keep your other sanity, man. Like on some real shit. Like You know, you
And
don't
a
want them
respect
thinking.
level.
Yeah, it's a respect level too, and the person that's getting cut off, they gotta understand too.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you know, it ain't. Look, it ain't you, it's me.
That's one of them. Doctor, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah, but look, man, I want to be happy for the rest of my life. So
I understand. So you blocking them on your phone, social media. You gonna give them a warning?
nah, I ain't gonna block them on social media. You go see us. I just can't fuck with you like that.
I don't know. That might be petty and start leaving comments and stuff and liking every picture and it's just
Oh
being
yeah,
weird.
that's when I block them. You know,
Yeah.
you ain't gotta say much, but hit the block button.
Damn. What's your thoughts, Dawson? Would you cut your friend off for your boo?
She ain't got no boo.
Yeah, she team friend forever.
That didn't put you in the friend zone forever.
No,
Not
like-
Dawson.
No, I'm saying like she ain't cut nobody off for a dude. I know Ed.
Right.
But go
And
ahead.
I'm not, I mean, like Les said, it depends on the extent of the relationship. If it's my friends, like I got male friends, like Les said. If it's just a friend I don't know. Not if it's a friend that I've known for 20 plus years. What's the reason for me cutting them off? Because you got some kind of insecurity or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The insecurity can be not to cut her off, but the insecurity can be like for a male perspective, her guy friend, a nice looking guy, or for the female perspective, that girl look nice body, all that stuff. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So
that's your own personal insecurity.
that's insecurity because you know.
Because all my male friends, Les, Wes, all y'all cool as hell. So you got to give me what's the reason? Probably not.
They will never probably tell you the truth. They'll try to dissect something from that
Mhm.
person that and make their own narrative of that person.
Yeah.
So then what about Dawson if it's you and your dude got a friend you don't like and he like, well, you need to deal with that with your own insecurities. And
That now, like I said, once again, same situation, the extent of it. Now, if it's somebody this is friend he known for years, that wouldn't bother me. Now, if it's somebody I used to kick it with, then I don't know about all that. But just a long time friend, that wouldn't bother me at all.
I guess it just depends on how that friend act when they know you got somebody.
Right,
too.
as long as they cool, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But
But if it's a long, like I said, a friend he's known for years, it wouldn't bother me. It would bother you? Uh-oh.
No. But I have had that situation.
Okay.
But again, it wasn't an introduction done.
Okay, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's one.
That's a problem. It should have been an introduction. Hey, this is my girl, my woman, my fiance. This is my friend. Did he think you was gonna snap?
No, it was him. Like, it was just messy. Like, had never met this friend, and this friend oversteps boundaries for friends. You know what I'm saying? So,
No.
You
She overstepped, Joe.
She got to go.
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about this is on me. My friend overstepped. I can't hear you.
What you mean by overstep?
Oh.
Like just the conversation, like, you know, longtime friend, this friend know you got somebody, whether it's married, whatever, but this friend like, hey, basically you ain't married, so it's still open game.
So
But
he-
is a long-time friend someone you had a sexual relationship with?
Kicked it,
I
yeah.
said just friends, no sex, long-time friend. I ain't.
So he was still flirting with you.
Right, he was
Yeah.
flirting.
In that guy face?
No, it'd be, you know, messages and stuff like that.
Oh.
Then that's different.
Yeah, that's different.
That friend got feeling some kind of way.
Yeah, you just gotta cut him
But
off.
that was for you to put him in his place.
Yeah, that's for you to put him in this place. It ain't
Right.
that man's fault. It ain't that man's job.
So you cut him off.
Yeah.
If he didn't,
He ain't respecting your
if he
relationship.
didn't understand, yeah.
Gotta cut him off.
He ain't respecting your relationship.
That's simple.
Yeah, he overstepping boundaries. That's That's not cool.
She
when I
like she
got
wanted to leave the door open. That's why she ain't cut him off.
yeah, that's why she didn't cut him off.
Damn, Dr. Phil.
Hold on. You didn't cut him off?
No.
I did say things like you can't say. Listen, this is what I did because I'm like, this friend is a friend I've known forever. I didn't want it to get to that extent, but I made it very clear. You can't be sending me these type of messages. I'm with this person. Did.
They keep doing it.
It wasn't as aggressive, but it wasn't slacked off
Okay,
either.
but they kept
that's on
doing
you,
it.
John. That's on you. Because the fact that you never cut him off, you left the door open.
And if he don't understand, if he can't respect how you feel,
He
then
didn't respect your relationship, so he didn't respect you.
right.
If you
Wesley,
steady
you
sending
muted while
messages-
your mouth moving, but you ain't saying nothing.
For me,
Wesley, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
What?
He blew it.
Anyway.
but yeah, Jones, that's on you.
So I mean, I understand it now. It took for maturity and situations to happen. Like you just have to completely cut it off.
Yeah.
Duh.
Now look, man, I've been in some situations where I had female friends and the chick would be like, yeah, I don't trust them. Why? Because I don't like the way she looked. How she look? She look like a hoe. How a hoe look? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Women can get that vibe though from another woman. That little women thing they got, that could be, you know, that intuition. To be like, yeah, she might
Or
be.
jealousy.
Yeah. Jealousy
That's
can
what
play a
that
part.
sound like.
jealousy play a part a lot.
Yeah, my partner, she don't need to be friends with no exes or people she used to mess with. I'm not feeling that. It's no need.
I'm not friends with no exes.
So she can't be friends with a childhood friend?
We're not just talking about exes. We talking about people you have had sexual encounters with. We ain't just talking about a friend.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
But can you do it?
Nope, I don't.
I don't.
And so we got to define friend though, because friend, we could if you
close friend or a niggas we know.
Right, because there's people that I know I don't talk to, but we ain't friends. But if I see them, I say, hey,
that's different. Like if I see you out in public, I ain't gonna just run past you like I don't see you. But like regular communication or y'all run in the same circles, like, okay, so this person show up to an event and you didn't slept with them. Would you show up knowing that your wife wouldn't be comfortable with that? Is what I'm saying. I'm not talking about just exes. I'm talking about people you have had relations with.
Yeah, as long as we don't talk no more.
So you would cut them off.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, they was already cut off if I'm with a person now.
Yeah. And then another thing is like, basically, you old news. Like, why bring that shit back up? It's like it wasn't that serious.
Yeah, I think the one of the biggest part is the definition of what we saying the friend is. Because if we don't talk, but every time we see each other, we say, hey, what's up? That's cool, but we're not texting, how was your day? Or
yeah, that ain't
we're not going out to get coffee and hanging out, like, you know what I'm saying? That kind of friend is a no-no. But if it's just somebody, you know what I'm saying, that you see and y'all was still on good terms or y'all want beefed out or y'all say, hey, when y'all see each other, I think that's cool. But y'all ain't finna be texting back and forth or going out and hanging out like besties.
Well, I agree too, because I don't think if you marry, you should be out with the opposite sex for coffees and drinks in the morning. Like,
and not even that. Let me add something to that, Tania. You shouldn't even have no new male friends any goddamn way, and I shouldn't have no new female friends. The only female friends I got is y'all and Toya.
Yep, that's what we
You know what I'm
said.
saying? Like, I don't need no new female friends. Like when a motherfucker be like, yeah, I'm married. Oh, well, can we be friends? I don't need no friends.
Right.
Like, Nah, I'm good. I don't need no friends. You don't want to be my friend.
Right. Because 9 times out of 10, I just told you I'm married. You asking now to be my friend. That's not
Yeah.
really what you
Now you
want. You
act.
still trying to
That's not
ease
really what you
in.
want.
Right. As soon as that marriage on the rocks, they're gonna be trying to shoot their
Mhm.
shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It gets sticky.
Well, I really don't get sticky if you don't let it stick.
Shut the fuck up. What that mean?
I'm
What that
drinking.
mean?
Hey, I ain't had a drink in a week. I'm drinking.
Listen, like we have a big again, I'm gonna go back to Northern. We have a big group of people. Like we don't talk every day, but like say, hey, we meeting down at They Say or something. And there's people in this group, hence you didn't have sexual relationships with, and maybe you bring your wife and you told her about it. Would you bring her to that event knowing that person was gonna be there and you told her about this person?
Yeah.
Hold on, can I say something? Why you keep on bringing up the northern stuff though? That's so like we
He hates-
That's what I'm
teenagers,
She
saying.
man.
just
That's
saying from
teenage.
years ago.
That shit
He hate when
that shit
I
is
bring up
forgivable.
anything associated with a year or why you keep on saying something years. Why do that trigger you so much, bro? God, dog, relax.
No, I get what Wes saying though. Like,
Big
Like
man.
we teenagers. We ain't talking about like
Here
say
they
like in
go.
our 20s.
Here
No,
they
for real
go.
though, like seriously. And don't trigger me though. I'm just saying though, like
if all me down a day saying I don't slept with a couple of chicks out at the people at the table, and I bring my wife, like shit, what's the problem? I'm with my wife now.
You think I should tell my wife before we go that it's these couple chicks that I slept
No,
with?
Nah,
that
it's gonna be a
need to
couple
be
of
brought
chicks I
up.
used to mess with, but shit, from
Why even mention it?
everybody seemed cool. Hey, everybody get along and be grown.
Right.
We ain't messing
See,
around no
for
more.
me, I would break my husband, but 9 times out of 10, he know who is who already.
You know, everybody you bring your girl,
Why you mad about that?
bring your girl.
You don't tell your ex, your significant other about your
It's either
past?
we gonna be grown or stay home.
you talking to me?
He said we
Yeah,
gonna
you
be.
breathing
This man
heavy.
come up with quotes every week.
I know. I record this because I'm gonna write a quote book.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something, man.
You be
Grown,
grown,
stay home.
be grown or stay home. Like for real.
That's true.
Whatever happened in high school happened in high school, dude. Like we talking
That's
about
what I'm
20s,
saying.
somewhere we figure
I
16.
can't fault a person. I can't fault my wife if she messed with a dude in high school and we just happen to beat up and everybody in the group and she be like, yeah, just let you know I used to mess with him in high school. Cool.
Would you be okay with her still being his friend? Like he reach out and say, hey, how you doing? It ain't even got to be on.
Oh no, ain't none of that.
Thank you. Oh, she good, brother. Don't worry about it.
No, she good. I ain't even gotta see the messages, but don't be disrespectful. Because if I find out, like I'm gonna be like, because you know, I don't had something happen to me a while back where like a dude like you know was trying to holler at her, but at the same time, like you know, you speak to me when you see me.
Mm,
That's disrespectful.
That is.
hell yeah. Snake.
And you know what I'm saying? Like that'll get your fucking head knocked off because like it ain't because you trying to talk to her, but it's like you speaking to me. So it's like, yeah, I can do both. I can do both. You know, I can speak to her, holler at her and speak to him. No, you can't do that with me. Cause then I'm gonna say something to you.
Mhm.
Other than that, like, you know, as grown men and women, like if we mess with somebody in high school, then we all link up and go hang out as adults. Like, so none of that should even come up. To be
Right.
honest with you.
Exactly.
I feel it should
Right.
be mentioned.
Yeah, I'm not
Come
gonna,
on now, we know we got some people that we hang out with that the way y'all
Let them be. I know I ain't like that.
that it's gonna
Right.
be brought up. It's gonna be
Okay,
brought
Jones. I see what you're saying now,
I
Jones.
see what you saying, and yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
somebody
some
bring
Yeah,
it up
yeah, I
stuff
see what
I
you're saying.
don't,
They might gonna say
I
something.
don't go
fuck
to.
around, be like, okay, yeah, that was years ago.
that's what I'm saying to you. Like it'd be for me. Like I don't even like if this particular person or persons is in a group and y'all invite me and the person I'm with, like I'm probably gonna count it out. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna like that person to certain things and they're gonna feel away because everybody else. It's just because like if you mature enough to be in a group to do that, cool. But we know we have people in our group who ain't mature enough. It's gonna be something said, some side eye, just something weird, even if it's been 10 years, 20 years ago. Like
That's lame of
that's
them though.
true.
I feel I'd be
That's
embarrassed.
our
to
group
go out.
dynamic.
That's true. I don't go to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I feel where you at. I feel where you at, John.
Gonna make that person
Yeah.
uncomfortable and have to say, you know what I'm saying? Just weird
Yeah.
stuff like, and I can't, at some point, then I didn't understand it to be that deep. So I can't completely be blameless in it. But when you get to the point where you clearly explain what it is and you still weird in the group, like I have to cut you off. Like, yeah, I don't want to be nowhere you at with mine.
That's lame though, for a motherfucker to act like that over some shit 20 years ago.
But
But
niggas
some people
do.
still
But they
like it.
do.
Niggas
Yes.
do.
And don't have no facts.
Well, you right
Just say
though,
whatever.
because people still live through high school though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People still live through that.
So that's what my thing is about. It's not really, I mean, insecurity's not so much. Dudes gonna feel protective about their chick around some dudes they ain't never met anyway, granted. But if I'm in a group and we all been friends forever and these people like bring up stuff and it's weird, like you almost be like, yeah, I'm not gonna show up for this. Like I can't jeopardize my household even though this friendship has been 20 years.
Like you fuck Mia. Nah. the best man.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Invite
That
them
was
to your
college.
wedding. Somebody be like, anybody want to object? This nigga stand up. Like, wait a minute.
Curry to get him.
I said hello and she said hello back 5 days ago. Like, bro, you know, just little slick stuff. Like that's why I be like, would you just compete?
But if you got a person like that you feel like will do that, you don't need to be their friend then, for real.
For
If you
real.
think he gonna be
You don't need to
slick and
compete
shit
with
to be
him.
like that,
you
you don't
let
need to
that
be.
shit go.
Yeah, if you think that's gonna happen and you be on some sneaky shit, you don't need to be their friend. Ain't no real friend. They don't respect your relationship or what you got going on. Cut them off. Sorry.
All right. I ain't about to let my in-house PP run away because you want to play.
See? All right, man.
T-shirt.
Right. T-shirt. Bye-bye, friend. That's messed up, though. Like, it just...
What that mean? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Y'all missed
T-shirt.
it. You missed it.
No, never mind.
You can get new braids and start bringing
I
up.
know, man.
Here he go. It's not the
I'm
time.
surprised you can see the
My bad.
braids.
My bad. My
Watch your
bad.
mouth, Tania.
No, my
Weston,
bad.
shut
My
up.
bad today. I'm sorry.
Nah, watch this.
I cut you
So,
afterwards.
so what else can we bring up around that question? Like your friends in your relationship. Oh, like how much information you get your friends too.
Yeah.
Mm.
With me, it's
Damn it.
man, as far as men, we don't really, well, not me. You ain't gonna get much out of my household. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially the bad shit. Like, not even bad. Like, everybody arguing and stuff like that, and everybody go through their little ups and downs and shit like that. But yeah, for me, I always vowed not to let that leave my house from my end. Now, I know women got their friends and they support groups and stuff. Men don't have their support groups. We like, shit, go watch ESPN and shit and get that shit out, you know, get through that shit. But like, I know women, they kind of like, they gotta talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of women will talk to someone else before they even talk to the person that they live with.
And that caused outside problems.
It cause
That's
problems.
a lot
Yeah.
of drama.
Yeah, that's a lot of drama. You know, telling your business only makes you look stupid if you continue to go through the shit that's negative and ruin you. You know what I'm saying? Because most people feed off your shit. Most people hope that you go through that shit so you can feel like shit because they feel like shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I never would give nobody the pleasure of like knowing all my business and stuff like that. You know, the ups and downs. Shit, the good too.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, people be like, "Oh, you should do this." Like they be low key hoping that it don't work out. So I absolutely agree with that, and that's something I had to learn too, even with family. Like, look, even though it don't be bad like that, certain stuff you just can't tell people because they put a little fuel behind it, especially when they stuff is messed up. So
Misery loves company.
Sure do.
Yeah, misery loves company. And not only that, man. So say for instance, you get into it
Damn.
with your dude. Say Jones, you get into it with your dude, and he y'all get to fight, he beats you up and stuff like that. You tell your family, and you know your family like, yeah, you need to leave him. He ain't shit. Blah blah blah. Or even if he like cheated or something or did some dumb shit, and then like your family like, yeah, you need to leave him alone. Blah blah blah. Now the whole family hate him.
Mhm.
Like Thanksgiving come around and both of y'all walk up in there.
Right.
You know they all been talking about you. You
Look
know
at
what
her
I'm
stupid.
saying?
Look at her dumb behind.
Everything. Like yeah, oh yeah, Ebony on her way. And then you walk up in there with dude, and everybody just looking. Everybody playing spades, and all of a sudden the cars, the dealer stopped dealing. Look at her with her dumb ass. Ebony, food ready. They ain't offering him nothing to eat and none of that stuff. They
Right.
treat him like shit because what you all told them. Now he over there feeling looking crazy, and like that's something like, you know, that's an example of quit telling your business to everybody, because they ain't gonna be there when y'all going through y'all ups and downs. All they gonna do is sit back and judge, and you know, walking there on Thanksgiving, they gonna be looking at you like, look at her stupid ass. They gonna be mad. They gonna be mad at you too for bringing the nigga.
I mean,
Like,
I feel like
I know I
that's-
told all my business. Damn, man.
Sorry.
Pineapple head. I know I told a lot of my business, but I don't plan on going back. You know what I'm saying?
no, it is. It's cool.
No,
To,
it's
like,
different.
it's different though, Wes, because like, you know, you going forward, you moving forward
Yeah.
in life. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you ain't going back. So it ain't like you go pop up the Thanksgiving and y'all hand in hand. And
Hell no.
motherfuckers be looking at you like, man, look at this stupid motherfucker. Or like with anybody, man, I don't seen it at Thanksgiving dinners and stuff. Like, you know, they walk in, everybody get quiet. And like people just looking like, damn, I thought they broke up. Didn't he just beat you up 2 months ago?
Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm saying? You sitting there looking stupid.
And then you looking stupid because now you gotta pick your family or your man.
Nah. And like at the end of the day,
You gotta get you a notebook.
at the end of the day, motherfuckers over there just talking about you and shit. I see it all. I seen it. Like I just see it with, you know, family, friends, and stuff like that. But
Or if
nope.
you ready to leave, you know what I'm saying? Like when you ready to leave, that's when you reach out for that support. If you ain't really ready to leave, like don't be telling them how horrible he is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying if you ain't ready to leave, you just need to keep that to yourself. Like don't get your people involved in it and then they hate him and you show up to the barbecue with him. Like I get that. Like,
especially in domestic squabbles though, because you got your brothers and cousins ready to whip the dude ass, and then you look up, they back together, all on Facebook, hugs up and shit.
kissy.
No, what's understood don't need to be explained and all that shit.
Ain't that their favorite line?
That's their favorite line. I be like, okay, my man. And when he shoot you, I ain't coming this time.
I always say this, like when people be on Facebook, you know, pump faking and my thing is, if you don't tell the whole truth, don't say nothing at all. Now, if you want to get on there and be like, yeah, this is us this week, but we have rough, cool. Just be transparent with it. Don't get on there and play like it's all good. And then, you know, next week y'all hate each other or whatever. Just like, you ain't got to say nothing to nobody. It's my thing.
And for real, because it ain't really everybody's business. You try, and when you start doing all that, that means you trying to keep a safe face for
Yep.
social media. And that's where you really ain't even in a relationship no more. You got to do all that. Because I'm friends with like probably 2,000 people on Facebook and really only got like 8 friends in real life. You know what I'm saying? So what difference does these people make?
Not none at all.
Like, these people on Facebook friends with I ain't met ain't seen in person in about 5-10 years.
But social media is therapeutic for some people too. So I ain't gonna completely knock it, but just be ready for whatever reaction you get when you go on next week talking about how much you hate him and he ain't nothing and his drawers stink and all that. Just don't be all like, man, y'all business. No, don't do that. You
put your business out there.
Exactly. I hate when people do that, man. Like,
how is social media therapeutic though? As far as like, you could probably get a good laugh off there, but like, them people can't help you.
Well, it ain't never been about it really being organic. It's just if you got somebody who will listen, I'ma tell. Nobody else believe your story, so I'ma go on social media and they'll listen to me. So it's therapeutic for some people. Like they can live out that fake life because who knows the real story? You could be a millionaire. You could be a millionaire. Your household could be happy, and when you get off of there, you live in a box, and he beat you over the head every week. You know what I'm saying? So I know for sure people do it.
Bet you half of them niggas going to jail anyway from that unemployment fraud.
But you could be. But what I'm trying to say is, like, if you go spend all your energy on there making a fake life, why not just get a real life off of social media?
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I talk to y'all about some things, but you ain't never, I don't post pictures. I don't do none of that. Like, cause to me, like, them people don't really care about it. You got to be careful with the people you tell that ain't social media your business. You know what I'm saying? So.
I feel you.
Yeah, it's true.
You just got to be very particular.
You gotta be careful. Like, when you really confide in a person, when you really like confide and talk to a person, that means you really like fuck with them. You know, it might not be the feeling is mutual, but in your eyes, you feel like, man, I fuck with this person enough to tell them what I'm going through and stuff like that.
Right.
It ain't that like me not telling people what's going on with me. It ain't that I don't care. It's just like I'm a private person most of the time. I'll be honest with y'all, man. Like, I ain't even like, you know, when I first got with my wife and so we started dating stuff, she started posting pictures and stuff. I used to kind of like didn't like that shit because
a lot of dudes don't.
Yeah, and then she was like, well, for her, it was more like I was just throwing it out there just to see what anybody else claimed you before I wanted to.
Okay, sis.
So I'm like, all right. I was like, all right, man, I feel you. But like at first, I didn't like that shit. You know,
a lot of dudes don't.
Yeah, I keep my relationship on Facebook. When I was younger, I used to do all the pictures and tag the stats, the girl in the stat and all that. But as I got older, it's not necessary. I don't need to display nothing to the world. They don't need to know what's going on in my house. They don't need to know if I'm happy, if I'm sad. Like, I'm good. You know, it's just, and then it invites drama.
That's true.
Unnecessary. And it's like, and that's just, but some people not like that. Like, you look on my Facebook, you wouldn't know what's going on in my life. You know, you wouldn't even know because I'm just not putting up all my personal business and where I went today and what my girl and everything that's going good or bad in my life, you know. I think that makes a healthy relationship. Unless you're married. When you're married, it's different. You could be a little more freer, or, you know, women, they may tend to want to post more and show more affection on social media. But guys, we really don't even not really into that. Like,
we don't. And one thing, like with me, like, you know, when I get on, I talk about sports and like life stuff, but it'd be a lot of funny shit on there. But like with me and my wife, it's kind of like just displaying like black love to me because like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
African love.
Yeah, African love. But like, you know, it ain't much more to like really display. It's just something I'm happy about. So
I post wedding. I mean, I feel like, yeah, if you want to do the woman crush one day, that's cute. Post your wedding pictures. Like this chick put on there, like y'all are seeing when my wedding pictures come back. Like
I was just about to say that exact same thing. First,
don't post your Buddhist week and all that. Like, don't nobody know nothing. Like, you will see it. You know, we post a wedding picture, but just to have everybody on there, they don't care that much. So.
Then now you get in the inbox. Oh, who is this? Or you messing with him now? Or like, you don't even need. It ain't even worth it.
I'll be honest with y'all, because like when I proposed to her, she put it on Facebook, and I had to delete the inbox. I showed her, but it was chicks that really thought they had a chance of being a Mrs. Allen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, I can't believe you did that. Oh, we used to do this and do that. I'm like, bitch, I never thought about marrying you. Like,
wow.
I'm a gigolo spending lots of dough.
It was just like, man, it's crazy. And these was chicks I ain't talked to in years. Like, what made you think I was thinking about you?
Yeah.
Because they hadn't seen your life being displayed up until then, so
and that's true too, Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I just think you should leave that private. Like, you know, for women, for women, we like that stuff. Like, you know, that's just what we do. We we show off. We gonna get a ring. We about to be fiddling for everything. It's gonna be all over social media. That's just us. But
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with
at some
that.
point, you can't post everything.
Everything.
You having a bad day with your dude, he ain't nothing. He left me in his house alone. And then on the other hand, when you just too overly like, yeah, he's the greatest and and that nigga ain't took you out nowhere in weeks. So it's like just don't.
Something.
That's wishful thinking.
What's understood don't need to be explained, as they say. Like that's what I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's cool, but again, I'm a private person too. Like I talk to y'all, but social media.
I'm not about to go run and vent on social media.
That's what I'm saying. You run an event and it's just like, so you know, we just got popcorn and we just watching. Like,
I know when some chicks meet a new dude, I know when they happy, I know when they sad. Like it be blow by blow. I be like, oh, I guess she ain't with him no more.
No, or it could be June and she on her fourth dude. We be like, damn, she moved fast.
Right. Yeah, that's too much.
At the end of the day, they do it all for likes, man.
They do it all for likes.
That's true.
That's all it is, man. Likes. Just like my cousin, he keep on
the attention of it, like too much attention seekers.
Posting about his mama dying and shit. Like, dude, why you keep on talking about all that?
Some people look for sympathy too on Facebook.
Some people look for sympathy, and then like, look, like so.
Hey, Facebook, I need some love, man. Show me some love. If you love me, show me some love.
Like,
everybody do it.
Like it's like you gotta think about it. It was a lot of lame people in high school and stuff like that. They became
lamer.
They became lamer if you really think about it. But in their eyes, they like, look, I got this platform. I'm gonna be someone who I couldn't be in high school, or I can't be in real life. I'm gonna be this person. I always want to just be myself. There's only one me. For real, think about it. Why would you want to be somebody else when you can just be yourself?
Because you don't like who you are.
Being original.
You don't like who you are. That's the whole.
I ain't never looked at myself like, man, I don't like ladies.
That's you, but a lot of people.
People are insecure.
Hey, Kenny.
Yeah.
You been around Johnny's lately?
Yeah.
Boston Cafe.
Let's try to stay on topic, Wes.
Yeah,
My bad.
What are you talking about?
He needs some medicine.
Johnny's closed?
No, it's like a Mediterranean spot now.
Ain't it called something else? Yeah.
Boston Cafe.
What? They had some good food, man.
These niggas.
Last time I went, it was nasty.
They all
She jumped right on there. Y'all got ADD.
I told Wes that he needs some medicine.
What? I know I do, man. I don't even watch a show that long. I flip the channels all day, man, on some real shit.
I apologize. I just rolled past it, just thought about it, you know.
Damn, Johnny's.
Carry on. Right.
Well, I mean, in conclusion, it's just like
Ain't no conclusion. We still talking.
I mean, just like as far as that topic, like
okay.
If you have to cut your friend off for your boo, it's just you gotta weigh what's more important to you. That's what it comes down to. Like, what's more important? This friendship, yeah, it was great, but I want another 30 years with this person opposed to them 10 years I had. So
yeah.
Bye.
Years.
What about family though?
Bye.
Family too. See ya.
Everybody get the axe.
Reason. All come down to reason.
Because family can very, very much be jealous of your relationship too. I've seen that too. Like just trying to
be haters.
Yeah, something's already touchy, and then you need to do this, and you need to leave him. Here's my thing, and an OG told me this: you never take advice from somebody who ain't walked that path.
Point what?
OG. Don't take advice from a woman nor a man who's never walked that path. You can't tell how to be in a 25-year relationship when all yours lasted 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Who told you that, Monet?
No, this lady I used to work with, like, don't you be taking advice from everybody. Like, they ain't got the answer, Sway. You can't tell me this path because you ain't never walked it. That's like me trying to get advice about getting married. I ain't never been married, so.
Correct.
I don't take no advice from people, to be honest with you, like, because it ain't that I don't value their opinions and stuff. It's just more like, shit, I'm just going with what I feel. And nobody feel how I feel.
Sound like my husband.
I listen, but at the same token, I still do my own thing.
But like at the end of the day, I'm gonna feel how I feel, like through You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna roll with what I roll with. And you know, I seen families ruin people relationships and stuff, and they ain't even there to be with you and stuff like that because you only good to them when you beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
But let that man walk out your life and then you try to go back around your family and you just ain't feeling your family and you don't let this person go. And that's the person that gave you kind of like everything, even the bad days, but he gave you more good days than bad days. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, what I get for you?
it gotta be, it's just gotta be about what people fail to understand because mind you, when it's like family, these are grown people. So they know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? They know if they fucking up your shit or not, or if they jealous and stuff like that. And you can't, and you just can't feel sorry for people no more because they choose not to live how you live. And you also gotta remember, everybody ain't you. So if I do things a certain way, you can't expect that from everybody either.
Yeah, but like an OG who like been married 25 years to her husband, and I'm entering into a new relationship, I may want to kind of sit with her and kind of hear what she think about it because she have been through the good, the bad, the ugly, outside people. Like 25 years in, yes, ma'am, I want to hear what you got to say. Like you gonna feed me something that I may need. Like another OG said, like keep a yes in your spirit when you get married. I'm like, what does that mean? Like don't. Try not to ever tell your husband no. 25 years she been married.
You said a yes?
Keep a yes in your spirit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs and tell my wife that.
Like, not no
Hey, bro.
stuff,
Nah,
but like she like try not to tell him no, especially if he's doing everything right. He ain't perfect. Keep a yes for your husband. Like
that's real shit she taught you.
That's true. That's
That's
true.
real shit she taught you because her friends were like, it couldn't have been me. Shut up, bitch.
I ain't about to let no man, and I ain't doing it. So yeah,
Keep a yes in your system.
in your spirit, honey.
Oh, in your spirit and in your system. And have a backup yes.
Okay, when you think about telling them no, be like, you know what? I do it.
I give her that look. Like, I ain't on some real shit. I try not to say no a lot. It's just like, man, if it's reasonable, it's gonna be like, yeah, okay. But like, come on, man. I ain't even gonna say no, I'm just gonna give you that look. Like, did you think before you asked? Like, or you know what I'm saying? Like, that was some good advice she gave you, Jones. I thought you said you was gonna have someone on here one night to kick it with us.
I did. We had to pick a topic to bring them up. I wanted to do a therapist and this pastor that's been married. I think he's married 32 years now and kind of been through some ups and downs. So yeah, we can bring him up one day talking about relationships. Cause that's a long time to be with one person. Like that's a long time. 30 years?
That's what people sign up for in the beginning. Don't realize in like 30 years, it can come fast or it can go slow, depending on how you want to make it.
Right.
That's almost to me like that's almost like a relative at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like we more than just husband and wife. Like we in this thing. Yeah.
Duh, you married.
I mean, I'm saying 30 years though.
Yeah, that's marriage. I want to make it 30.
Well, at least I made it 4.
Right.
I was surprised I did it that long.
Not surprised.
I mean, I thought it would be a Britney Spears type shit, 90 days or something,
man. I would love to see us all in 30 years old and with our knees bad at reunion with the same person. That'd be pretty dope. And to look back on this like 30 years.
Right.
Man, we ain't even have
if I'm still here.
Up on 20.
Wesley, don't start that.
You still on that same shit.
That's a long time, man. It Was it 60?
No,
I
we would
mean,
not.
just think about it. The same person. I mean, you have
66.
brothers and sisters, but to see the same person 30. I mean, it can happen, and I would love that. It's just the thought of it is just like that. It's amazing to me. That's a long time to be committed to one person.
Who you telling?
That's why you got to get two.
You say that again?
That's why you got to get two
To what?
Doing what?
partners.
To what?
Partners.
You talking about poly?
Ooh,
Yes,
you
yes, ma'am.
stepping
That's
up-
what you
stepping that
into,
way.
huh? That's what you into?
I'm just throwing that out there.
Kenny, you almost made me say something. I had-
D-Ray
I had
Davis
forget-
over there. He over there
Kenny-
trying to be D-Ray.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's step into that conversation
Hold
briefly.
on, Kenny almost said something, but then like I forgot we Facebook Live. But I'm gonna wait till we get off though. But go ahead.
Think he,
John.
Thank
he think
you.
he D-Ray.
Thank you, sir.
I couldn't see it.
For Polly,
Yeah,
D-Ray Davis been on it for 8 years.
man,
Playing 2 chicks.
I'd be somebody else every other week if you want me to.
They all live together.
they all live together.
Can't do it.
They have a routine. He was on the Breakfast Club talking about they have a routine.
Yeah. 8 years he been dealing with them too.
They go on dates together.
We are talking about.
D-Ray Davis.
D-Ray Davis.
Oh yeah, you got 2 girlfriends.
Yeah,
That's live.
That's a negative for me.
They
You gotta keep a yes in your spirit.
Put a yes out.
Like, hey,
Well,
babe,
sometimes
can
that's
I
a
have
no.
can I have a girlfriend?
Yeah, quit thinking negative.
I know, man.
That's negative. That's a
So
no.
he had 2, but can we have multiple?
Yeah,
That's the
you can
question.
have multiple. I'm
Oh, well.
starting to see chicks on social media with multiple guys. They might look a little fruity, but hey,
Okay.
Yeah,
That would be a lot of that too.
I just think you
Never
need to
mind.
get one woman who does it all for you.
What's right?
one of my ex coworkers, she said she wouldn't mind doing it like with another woman and her dude. You know what I'm saying? Because she said she want to make him happy, and she said,
So she don't think she can fully make him happy on her own?
I mean, maybe less self-esteem issues, or maybe she thinks she's not enough. But she got that yes in her spirit, so I guess she.
I should have never said that.
Oh, you about to
So
hear
did
this a
she
lot.
want to?
You better
Did
hear
she
this
want a
lot.
whole relationship or just a threesome? Like that's
Right.
No,
different.
I asked her that. She said she was like, I wouldn't have a problem with him wanting to bring someone into our family.
Her own issues though. She
What about a
told us
dog?
I'm already too much. I'm already too much. You talk about another woman? Mm-mm.
I'm thinking the same
They
thing
got
to
the
be
time.
like,
right.
it's enough.
Then your coworker lacking.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's what she. I mean, if she want to do that, I ain't gonna. I mean, shit,
Hold on,
do-
y'all can't down her. That's what she want to
yeah,
do.
and
Y'all
that's
can't
what I'm
knock her for
saying.
that.
If I can't. I'm not gonna,
But listen to the reason behind why she want to do it. She feel like she just want to make him happy.
yeah, because I asked her. It was like, "Is you gay?" She was like, "Nah," but she was like, "My husband want to have another woman. We are, live in the same house and raise the kids and stuff like that." And I was just like listening to her logic, and I'm like, "Well, you might make good sense."
What color is she?
She black.
He said she might make good sense.
But her logic behind it making him.
Has she been cheated on so many times? She figured she might as well just let
She
him
had
have
a
a
lot.
woman.
She had a lot of man problems. I mean, like
I was gonna say, what makes her happy though? She's talking about making him happy.
whatever makes him happy.
It sounds like it.
That's a good woman.
Like she want to be
Those
happy. She happy with him, but at
Damn
the
up! I
same
need to see your
time,
face when you say this.
she happy with him, but at the same time, she know like maybe because she done been cheated on sometimes. She like maybe it's somebody that he wanna step out with. Why not just bring her to our home?
Maybe what you we saying? Maybe it's you, sis.
Look, dog, stop just telling what she told me.
That's what you should have
Hey
told
man,
her.
if she want to make her man happy and that's what she think that's gonna happen, I mean,
Then
ain't
she
nothing
needs
wrong
to
with
make
that.
her. Then she needs to make her man happy.
But if she willing to do that, then
She
it's no
bring
problem
another
with it.
person in because she can't.
She probably like
You
because
need a little help.
she a decent
Yeah.
looking.
No, then she needs.
But you can tell she got self-esteem issues. You know what I'm saying? It's
But she need
hard.
to go work them
She
out
big or something?
Right.
before she get into
Oh,
anything.
Because that
what
person she
what
let
she
in gonna take her man.
But she a decent looking chick. She not ugly or nothing like that. She just like, been through a lot with men and like she like, she was saying this was
Good
exactly what she
friend.
told me. She said she found this guy, she'd been dealing with this guy for like 2 years, and she was like, she was like, I love him so much that we thought about doing a poly life because like if he go step out, why would you step out? You got 2 chicks in the crib. I'm like, damn.
Because Mia always wants something new if you allow him
But
to
why
have.
would she even insinuate that he was gonna step out because she's so used to being cheated on? She thinks it's a pattern.
See, we got a problem. Dawson ain't gonna never have that yes in her spirit.
Whatever.
He about to
Just
slang
don't make
that
no
word.
sense.
Like she ain't gonna never have that yes in her spirit, but this woman had the yes in her spirit to say, look, my husband might want to cheat one day. Instead of him going to cheat, he could bring him.
See, that's just called commitment. That's her level of commitment to making
That's her
that
level of
relationship work.
commitment. She
You know
and she
what?
said that, Kenny, the way she explained it to me, like she was like everybody look at Muslims and think like they the only ones that can have multiple women. She was like, Black kings had multiple women.
They can
married,
afford it too.
huh?
Black
Ooh,
kings can afford it too.
ooh.
Her dude probably can afford her and another woman. So like, look, to each his own.
Hmm.
So
It's like,
I mean, she said African kings had multiple women.
yeah, and they could afford them, and then women didn't work.
Okay, they probably we in 2020, Dawson. She worked and the other girl worked and he worked.
No,
But they all a family though.
you know what? To each his own. You know what? She love it. I like it. Hey,
Hey, you upset?
I just don't
Something.
understand her reason behind it. Like, why can't she make her man happy?
I don't know. That's something I'm not about to be asking her.
I asked her that Monday.
No,
Adam-
I don't work with her. I don't work with her no
Adam
more.
didn't have 2 Eves.
Right.
He was a hoe. But she don't work with me no more.
Who said that?
Leslie.
All right, she's
Okay.
just a goody two shoes.
What if your woman wanted to have
That's a good
another
woman
man?
right there.
Huh?
What if your woman wanted
woman
to
right
have another man?
I shoot her in the face.
No. And I
You
ain't
would do
gonna,
what?
What?
I ain't gonna want to be
Damn,
with you
what?
no more either.
He would. He mute him there.
He need therapy.
Yeah.
Who?
Who need
Yes.
therapy?
Jesus.
I need
You gotta
Jesus.
go
I
both
need
ways.
therapy.
Yeah.
If your
No,
wife
that's
said,
why I understand how you get a-
if y'all girl came to you like, yeah, I want to have me another man in here, cause
Right.
you cutting it, cause
What you gonna
Nope.
say, Les?
Hey,
Nope.
hey, you can go on be with the nigga. You ain't gotta be with me.
oh,
She
nah,
want y'all both.
Right, you want both of y'all.
Nah, I'm not into that. See, you see what I'm saying? I'm not into that.
nah, he ain't into it. Keep
Nah.
a yes in your spirit.
Right. You gotta have a yes in your
No.
Right.
Your friend said, as a woman, you keep yes in your spirit.
Come on, preach to him, Les.
What's wrong with you? She came to you and told you that. That's 25 years.
It wasn't a friend. It was an OG I actually saw on this. It was the Preachers of LA. And she was like, keep a yes in your
Yeah,
spirit.
preachers of LA.
I thought it was somebody you knew.
Somebody you do that. Nah, man.
Oh, man, you
I know, Jones, with this fake bullshit.
Now, she had been married to her husband forever.
Yes, in your spirit. You on the reality show. Fuck on, man.
No, I'm saying that's who said it. But the other lady who told me like, keep people out your business and all of that, just 25 years, that was an actual person.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it was
that's
the same
common
person.
sense, though.
Mm-mm.
Common sense is to keep people out your business.
But you don't know
all
that.
I really want to do is be with you. Oh, my bad.
Mute him.
When they don't want to,
Skirt.
like, I mean, when you married, common sense will tell you to keep a lot of that shit to yourself.
But when you in the thick of it and you need an outlet, that ain't just common sense. Like naturally coming from a young girl, like you kick it with your homegirls about stuff. You have to learn that, this person may
Ooh,
not
chicks
have.
who ain't got no man and can't keep no man.
Well,
Don't get quiet now.
I killed her, didn't I? Look at her. She can't say shit.
All 3 of them. All 3 of them.
All three of y'all.
Oh, tree yard. Spank it.
You get some more people sitting on the porch talking to chicks who ain't even been through the same shit as you. Man, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Come on now.
No,
Hey, Liz.
come on. You ain't said nothing. What up, Wes?
You ain't going to kick it with your homeboys about certain stuff?
No.
Who you
I
talking
mean,
to?
I be in the house mad in the morning.
He go out on that back porch.
Yeah.
Me, I honestly talk to my male friends before I like with chicks sometimes.
And that's like sometimes the opposite sex give you the best advice though.
Yeah.
Because, like me telling Ebony, like, so look, if Ebony came to me like, yeah, me and him having a little rough patch right now.
Let's go back, leave him. Shit.
No, I won't. No, I won't. I won't do that. I'll be like,
He
man,
cheating on
what's
you.
that shit? I'll be like, shit, you gotta do what's best for you and what you feeling, but also like understand that, like, is it worth leaving right now? Is it that bad that you want to leave?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just up and leave because y'all got into some shit, and then you tell them it's over, and then 2 months later you see him out with a chick, and you all want to fight in the bar, embarrassing yourself and all
Head
that
down.
shit.
I learned that because females can get like depending on who you venting to, they'll get you amped. Like fuck that nigga. He ain't
Yeah,
shit.
because they sitting there alone too. They want you to
Right.
be alone too.
You ready to
Hey
go?
Jones, I not always been to you though.
What?
I always been to you and shit when I be going through some shit.
Yeah.
Give me good
Yeah, I've
advice.
been to the opposite sex, my male friends before my female friends.
Yeah, because your female friends, they want you to. They don't give you no real advice if they ain't going through the shit. They want you to be city girls just like
Or
that.
they go, if you feel a certain way, they gonna join the bandwagon instead of being, you know what I'm saying? Well, maybe it's you, or maybe, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, yeah, fuck him, you right. No, tell me the truth. Be real with me.
And that's what I'm saying. Tell me the truth.
Shit, if I fucked up, I
I
fucked
guess
up.
I don't vent to nobody.
But then you hold all that stuff in. You right?
All right, in my book, and I talk to
I
him.
write too. I do write. I'll write some shit down too.
And
You
I
writing
vent to my
you writing
partner.
your
But then
journal like
again, you don't really
Moesha?
get feedback. I mean, it's a stress reliever, but
It's a stress reliever, and then like I just talk to him. Like,
I thought you was about to go put it on the track.
I mean,
I talk to my friends, and for the most part, I haven't got any advice that would just try to force me to be like, no, leave that person alone. If I'm honest about it, I ain't never had no friend. It'd be more family that'd be like, yeah, leave him alone. I've had more family than friends do that to me.
now one person who will keep it real with me is Toya. She'd be like, Ebony, you fucked up. Ebony, you was wrong. I'll talk to her because she'll keep it real with
I
me.
keep it real with you too.
You do. I'm saying female as a female friend.
Female.
Yeah, you always keep it real with me. I'm saying as a female, I'll talk to Toya. She'll tell me.
Yeah.
She'll, you know.
And I talked to Veronica, like she is very supportive. You know what I'm saying? Like even not being married and all of that, like she still want my best interest. You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever. Like it ain't just like I want you to always be hanging out with me. Like nah.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
I'm so good of a friend. If one of my female friends come like, yeah, he beat me up and stuff, I'm like, man, fight back, sis.
No. That's when you get it like it's time to go, sis. Now it's limits to this. Now he put his hands on you. You got to get on down the road.
This the 8th time he don't hit your tackle head. You better throw a punch back. You in for the long haul. Nah, let me stop.
No. We don't condone domestic violence. You gotta go.
I don't condone domestic violence. When stuff like that start happening, man, it's what you need to understand is like you could tell us everything, like I'm gonna leave, and then you don't leave, and then he keep doing it. And it's like, man, I just be up here and be like, man, that's when I be like, man, you stupid. Cause I can't let you sit up here and just think like getting beat up is the coolest shit ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and if it's your real friend, they gonna know how much support to give you. Like long as they not invasive and all your business and calling them, they know they limits. Like they there to support you. So I think it's important to have friends you can vent to for sure. Especially if you ain't getting knocked over the head. Like, girl, this is what happened today, and Leroy tripping. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest with you. Me and my brother was thinking about, my oldest brother was thinking about having like a support group for men, but we didn't kind of trust it because, you know, we know if motherfuckers go back and telling people you know, the business of the group and stuff like that, because it's some men out here who actually like need support. They sometimes feel like they don't have nobody to go to. Like me, if I'm going through something, I'll go to the cigar bar and just like, you know, chill and stuff like that. But like it's like as far as like black men, we had this stigma that we supposed to be strong and we don't supposed to have no feelings, but like that shit like becomes sickening if you hold that shit in. So I
Mhm.
always felt like, you know, it's cool to probably have like men support groups and stuff like that. Cause you don't know if you're going through relationship problems with your kids, job problems, health problems, you know what I'm saying? Just being black problems. So it ain't even about just being black. A lot of different men go through a lot of shit. I see it at work. You know, I see people going through shit and they be like, damn, man, motherfucker fucked up. And they bring that shit to work. So
But it's never been an environment created, if I'm honest, for a black man event.
Yeah.
Because like if he go to his homeboy, he's gonna be like, man, you weak, buck it up, or just leave her alone or cheat on her. There's never been like a support system where they can sit around and have honest. It hasn't been a space where where it's safe to express their emotions.
Right. That's a great
Barbershop.
idea. That's a great idea.
the barbershop, I don't know, man. The barbershop used to be
Uh-huh.
cool until more chicks started bringing their kids to the barbershop. You can't really talk how you want to talk no more.
Yep.
But you ain't really about to be talking like that with your barber no ways. You ain't about to get deep into
Hey, the barbershop be lit though.
Yeah.
Bad advice in there, ain't it?
No, it ain't really no
I
bad
can't
advice.
see
Just be
people
niggas
getting
in there,
personal.
man, like it be niggas in there really expressing themselves, and then shit. I'm in the midst of getting a haircut and got a drink in my hand. I'm chilling.
Like, just get you another chick, man. She, you know,
Nah,
she ain't
bro,
acting right.
sometimes that shit get deep though, like especially around this time, the election coming up and stuff like that. So like you will hear like a lot of stuff in the barbershops and but like the past couple of years, man, I've been seeing a lot of women bringing their sons to the barbershop, so we can't talk how we want to talk. And that's where like you really get your peace at is at the barbershop too, like Kenny said. We're not getting peace at the barbershop because these niggas won't take their sons to the barbershop. They got the mamas bringing them.
That's true. In light of what you just talked about, I guess we can kind of touch on that because I don't know if we're gonna meet before it happened. Maybe we will about
What?
the election. Like, have everybody voted, and what was y'all experience during the polls?
I voted. It
I
was
voted.
tricky.
I was gonna say something at the end of tonight's call, but like since we there, I vote Tuesday. I'm voting in person. And one thing here, Jones, maybe you don't know, but so the Attorney General was trying to like ban guns from being at the polling places because they feel like people gonna be intimidated. Me on the other hand, like the Supreme Court didn't pass it, but me on the other hand, like my thing is to all gun owners and carriers, if you going to vote Tuesday, take your gun with you because you don't know what type of motherfuckers gonna be there. Like you gonna have people really like trying to persuade you not to vote and stuff, and it's like they already been pinning it out there. Or you don't show up to the polls, the police will be there arresting people who got warrants and who wanted for child support and stuff like that. They already trying to scam us into not voting.
Mhm.
So like, you know, Tuesday, use your best judgment, go in there and vote for who you think is best, not just president, because there's a lot of local and state positions open that really like matter to us. And I think that's where we be failing at is the local government, because that's what really matter to us. The presidency matter, but as a local, with your taxes and millages and all that stuff, and the education funding for the kids and you know, property taxes and stuff, that stuff matter to us like directly because I'm tired of paying high taxes. But everybody need to go vote. Like, I'm tired of hearing, well, my vote don't count or just little dumb shit. It's like people who died for us to vote. So just vote. Vote for somebody. Just go exercise it.
And oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you can go ahead.
Like, I agree absolutely what you said. Like, my experience, like, it was pretty easy. We went to early voting. You know, the line looked intimidating, but once you get in the line, it's really not that bad, you know. And then this is just something that you got to do. If you can wait in line for gym shoes and anything else and concerts,
Speak on it.
you can wait in line to vote. And then, you know, I'm not too enthused about who we got running. But like you said, it's not just something I have an option to do. It's my duty because people before me died for the right. It's almost a spit in the face if I don't do it. Even if I don't really like the candidates, I have to pick what's the best option at this time. It's my duty. Just like you get up and go to work, you take care of your kids, it's your duty because too many people fought for us to have this right. You know what I'm saying? It's just like anything else. You have to. This is one of your purposes. You have to do it. It's your duty. And another thing I don't like, we got the Lil Wayne and the Ice Cube thing. I wasn't gonna speak on it, but I am. Like, here's my thing. As we all know, and I brought it up before, I've been accused of voting Republican or whatever. And if that was my choice, as long as I do my civic duty to vote, I don't have a right to tell people who they should vote for, and I'm not gonna condemn them for it. Whatever your position is, as long as you passionate enough to go make a vote about it, I'm cool with it. I'm not condemning nobody about what it's a choice. Just like we give people the choices to do everything else, to be a whole different person, to wear what you want, to look how you want, for me to be able to wear natural hair to work. I can't say in that instinct I should have that right, but then when it's time to vote, if somebody want to vote something else, I want to condemn them. That whole Lil Wayne thing to me is ridiculous. I'm absolutely still going to listen to his music because it's his personal right to vote whoever he wants. And because it's not my choice, then he's a bad person. You have to know the whole story behind something before you condemn people. We didn't want to do it to R. Kelly. We didn't want to do it to Bill Cosby. Give people the right to do what they want. Stop condemning people because they don't jump on your bandwagon. Period. So some people don't like it. I'm still gonna listen to his music because that's his personal choice of who he wants to vote for. I don't know his reasoning behind it, and I can't push my beliefs on it. So that's my piece.
I ain't like it. No, I'm pushing. No bullshit. You right, Jones, though. Like, we got to stop holding these celebrities to a higher standard. And I know they have a following because you have to start separating the person from the music or
That's
their
right.
art or their artistry. Like, for a long time, man, like, especially like with Bill Cosby, to this day, like, I still watch the Cosby Show because I just still feel like he was set up. And, you know, that's my opinion and stuff like that. But as far as Lil Wayne go, he could vote for whoever he want to vote for. But I will say this: Wayne ain't been the same since the Carter 3, and that was in like,
Man, shut the fuck up.
like on some real shit, like 2007, 2008. Wayne, like, he has been like on drugs and stuff. And one thing he said he didn't like. Okay, I don't care if you don't. I don't care if you vote for Trump, but he said I don't like the fact that Biden is. I don't like Biden tax plan for the people that make over 400,000. Dude, you let Birdman rape you for like 30, 40 million, and you ain't said not really much. But you go stand behind this guy saying, "Oh, he got a plan for the black people." And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Even though I vote, I still think there has never been a great plan for black people as far as like economics and businesses and stuff like that. Like, you got to realize the system is created to like discourage us. It's not made for us, because if it was made for us, we are brilliant people. We know more than the people that's ahead of us. We just don't have the advantages that they have. So imagine if they did give us, you think they're gonna give us the advantages to surpass them and their kids and grandkids and great grandkids? I don't think it'll never happen, but they trying to move towards it. But I just don't see what Wayne is like really like setting his sights on, as far as like, yeah, Trump has a plan for Black America as far as like business and stuff like that, a platinum plan. Like, if our plan is platinum, then what is theirs? You know what I'm saying?
Like Ebony said, you more than entitled to vote for who you want to vote for. But I just don't think he should have publicly went and posted all that. He could have voted and kept his vote to himself and his reason to himself. Because now it's like they're using him as a pawn to try to persuade youth or people that listen to his music to swing their vote. You know, he could have voted who he wanted for, Biden or Trump, and just did it quietly and not go post on this platform where he got all this influence over so many people that listen to him that could persuade them to vote one way or another. So I thought that was a little irresponsible on his behalf.
And you gotta
Like
realize, people are upset because it's Lil Wayne. Like, Lil Wayne just ain't Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne probably one of the top 10 rappers of all time.
Cultural icon.
Yeah, icon. He's the same age as us, but like, he's an icon to dudes that's older than us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, icon. He went through the same struggles we went through and all that stuff. And it's like, once you get money, you move over. And it ain't a Democratic or a Republican thing. It's a right thing. It's still people still struggling. It's people he know that still struggle. Where he come from, he struggled. So it's like, once you got rich, you can't, I don't give a fuck what you are. You could be a billionaire, a black billionaire, and try to step away and step outside of everybody else. You still that same person that you grew up being poor and impoverished.
I just think it's very important to be informed. Like, I don't think that because Lil Wayne said, okay, I'm gonna vote for Trump, this is just me. My thing is always good or bad. So if you informed about your decision, make whatever decision you feel best. My thing is, I can't tell you because of what social media and what my ear tells me about Trump that it should be the same information you taking in. We don't really know nobody intention.
No, because look, it ain't really about Trump either. Because I seen one of his other interviews where he talking about where he a rich black man in America. It could be any of us. So he was like, he don't see none of the shit that we see. Like, dude, he went to jail for a gun, but not even only that, like, you had multiple run-ins with the law, and it's just like his logic, it's like him speaking like it's embarrassing for blacks, because sometimes he don't know what he's talking about.
Who, Wayne?
Yeah, because he's really like a drug addict to me.
Get your information and vote the way you feel. Don't vote because your mama and your people tell you like you have to. Whatever works for you, do it that way. Should he have used his platform to do it? I can't say that he shouldn't have. It's the same thing with Ice Cube. Like, and Ice Cube said it again. I'm voting Democrat just because I don't like what this other administration is bringing out. While I say he has just really ripped the curtain off the finesse, you know, some people will prefer to be finessed than see the real ugly truth. What he is pulling out is the real ugly truth, no different than any other administration. We just had the blanket over our eyes. But because of that, he's riling up too much. So yeah, you're gonna have to get on out of there. But I don't know what this Democratic Party about to do. They can hype us up and then shoo us away.
Well, Jones, to be honest with you, Jones, to be honest with you, like, we all are really out here arguing over like two white older men. You know what I'm saying? That's like, go be president. None of them is like really good for us. He's basically picking out of two of the lesser evils, whatever that is. But like, we still being ran by the country still being ran by older white men. And that's the problem. You know,
right. America.
It's America. And like, you know, that's where a lot of people was mad at like Wayne and other celebrities who support Trump, because their ideal of America is still based off certain laws and certain feelings from back in the 1800s and 1700s, where black people wasn't in their plans, and it's still not in their plans. They basically running off what they were taught from their parents and great grandparents, which didn't have no fucks given for black people. So it's like when you go to Polls Tuesday, like I said, the local government mattered because a lot of stuff can change for the better of us in the state of Michigan. But as far as the country, people might not care because who cares if taxes get cut for if taxes go up for people who make a 400,000 more? We don't make that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of stuff that pertains to black people, and there's a lot of stuff that don't pertain to black people, but they really don't care because their interests are first. They never put our interests first because we have an advantage over them because we're smarter than most, and we have those ideas of that most people don't have, and we have the strength to live through a lot of shit like we've been living through.
Yeah, we gotta govern ourselves at some point. Like, yeah, we got presidents and all of that, but it's those small details in the black community that we need to fix.
There's a lot of details
before we can start kind of trying to push something else a little more broader. And I say that all the time. Like, we kind of got to fix all of that first, and then we can have a stronger viewpoint. We can't just be hollering about all the stuff we want, but our communities is messed up. And that's preaching to the choir, because I've said it plenty of times. Like, don't put all your hope in no man. It's all on you. So all I would say is do your duty and go vote.
Was that a relationship advice or a world advice?
World advice. Man means man and woman. You don't put all your eggs in nobody's basket.
Yes, you do.
Shit.
No, I'm playing.
You better put it in Jesus' hands, not no man.
Pretty much go vote Tuesday.
That's it.
And, you know, it only take 5 minutes, but I know the lines will be long Tuesday. I personally I like casting the ballot myself.
Yeah, just go do it. And now that I voted, because I did vote, them little people that's texting me and calling me, I did it, y'all. So please stop calling my phone.
Hey, John.
How they got our number like that? That's crazy.
What's the one guy running for Senate? Did you vote for Jamie Harrison?
Down here?
Yeah, South Carolina.
Black guy?
Yeah, Jamie Harrison.
Yeah, mine was more of a straight thing. You know, you could just hit the one little Democratic Party and you ain't got to really fill out none of that, the rest of that stuff. So
I don't know. Some of them Democrats be iffy. That's why I read up on it. Yes.
Absolutely. They say he was a pawn for the Republicans, which that's what I be saying. Like, you have to have enough information before you can say, well, I ain't voting for this person because they're Republican. You got to get the information, because some people are absolutely pawns. It's to get to the next agenda. I'm going to sit this blackface in front of here and put a Democrat hat on him, but he working for us. That's why I'm like, I don't judge people about who they vote for, because Ice Cube and Wayne may have more access to information that we don't have access to. And then you, as a human, you're going to look out for yourself. It's self-preservation. I can't tell them that, yeah, you should vote Democrat, and they basically cut half of your money, and then somebody who making 40,000 pays nothing. I can't tell them that when their salary is 400,000. Yes, you should find some avenues to kind of fix the Black community, but I can't tell you to get your money cut by 80%. I don't have to live your life. So whatever's in your best interest, do it. And then reach down into the people who don't have as much.
I got a problem with some politicians too. It ain't really a problem, but I see it a lot. So, you know, you don't see those yard signs until like 6 months into the election, but you don't see them until like election time. Some of these candidates here, I ain't never seen a day in my life or heard of a day in my life until they start running. Then they want to come walk up to your porch a week or two before the election and say, "Oh, I'm gonna need. It'll be great if you voted for me." I don't know you. The only thing I can do is like look up your background and Google you and look for facts and stuff like that. I hate when they do that. Like, when do you come to the community? Don't just come to like try to give me a sign. Like, you know, I go to like the city council meetings and stuff like that. I don't see none of these people there. But then when the election time come up, they want to be around. They want to come up in a bar and talk to you while you eating and shit. Like, man, get the fuck out of my face. I ate all day. You talking about some who is you?
What about he ate all day?
For real, like that it kind of bothers me because that's what they do. And that's why I said like research these candidates.
I always
Because
thought that was due to finances. Like they ain't had the finance to go out and campaign like everybody else.
it don't take you much to pick gas in your car to ride around and talk to people.
True.
Like, you know, I met a judge and she gave me her card. Like, if you ever need to get out a free jail card for non-violent offenses, just vote for me. Like, man, fuck out of here. Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like if you really go be in the community, be in the community. Don't be in there when it's election year. And that's why a lot of people don't vote, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, and then like black people feel hopeless sometimes, but you shouldn't feel hopeless because it is some candidates out here that's really fighting for, you know, colored folks.
So go run for city council, Liz.
Huh?
Go run for city council.
Man, we gotta get off the car because I want to say some stuff.
Halo Brown.
Because these ex chicks ain't gonna let me live.
These who?
These exes ain't gonna let me live.
They gonna come up with the dirt on you.
Not even that.
They got footage.
He couldn't even commit to me. How you gonna commit to the city? Like, shut up.
Right, like he ain't it.
Like I love my people. I just didn't love you.
Ooh.
But nah, like on some real stuff. Like I thought about it, but like, nah, man. I'm gonna sit here and stick to logistics, or give me a couple of food trucks and live last life. Like, and still love my people and speak for the people. I can't do politics because it ain't real. Because if you really thought about it, the people that should be politicians ain't politicians. They just do their little work in the community and keep it moving.
Yeah, it's all about getting in there. Sometimes it's a lot more ego driven than
Yeah, it's ego driven. It's ego driven. It's they have their own specific goal they want to reach and stuff like that. And I ain't about to drag my wife through that. And my family, shit, and my friends.
yeah, but all I say is vote. Like I think we all saying the same thing. Just vote because it's your duty to do. So y'all gonna go stand in the Black Friday lines? You can go stand in line to vote. It don't take much.
It only take 5 minutes to
That's
just really pretty much cast your vote.
You know what I'm saying? And
Man,
get your
it's every 4 years though. The Jays come out once every month, so like you really ain't got to go vote but once every 4 years. That's about me too. Like you ain't go vote for one time in another 4 years. Like,
And it's something you want your kids to see and your nieces and nephews. Like, you know, this is what you do. That's a lesson. Like you sitting at home and they ask you like, hey, mom or dad, you voted? And you ain't got no answer or no sticker for them.
you looking stupid.
You're going to be looking stupid. Like for my daughter, she like, mom, you voted? Like, yeah, bring you back a sticker. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you do.
And we hold, and we got to, like you said, Jones, hold each other accountable. And Kenny had brought it up a couple of weeks ago when he was saying they had to go to these houses to help kids log into their computers because the parents couldn't do it, but the parents can log into Facebook and Instagram, and that's some of the craziest stuff because those are the type of people that need to really be getting out and vote because they need to be educated on themselves, but educated on the world because they lost in this world. If like that's a big issue. Like if you ain't willing to get up and go help your kids, then you can't really complain about the way the world is because you ain't trying.
Mm-mm.
You ain't trying at all.
All them people who was out there marching about them cops killings and out in the streets, keep that same energy on the 3rd.
Yeah, and I see it's a lot of people like going like really voting. Like in Texas, they say they had this the most turnout ever in Texas for voting, and like people want to see change, and we just got to see if it's really gonna be changed Tuesday or it's not gonna be changed. Because if we get another 4 years with the president we have now, it's gonna be bad for everybody, but worse for Black folks because we still behind the 8 ball.
Well, and we kind of used to this. So this,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We used
it's
to it,
more
so
hard on the people with money.
yeah, we survived the most. We survived a
Yeah,
lot.
we ain't tripping. We used to being behind the ball. You know what I'm saying? So the people who rich is the ones who feeling the most. It's a bigger inconvenience for them than it is for us. Like, this is just more the same thing for us. Like, oh, okay, well, we got another one. Go to work, pay your taxes. So, yeah. We coming up on that 2-hour mark, guys. I think this has been a good one. We got any final remarks?
Yeah, my girl can't be friends with nobody she used to sleep with. Period.
Right, bring that right back around.
Period.
We've had a consensus that if anything threatens your union, mama, daddy, especially friend, you just go ahead and cut it off. You gotta sometimes, it's the poison. So just go ahead and let it go. It'll be all right. You'll make a new friend or be friends with your spouse, but just don't jeopardize your relationship for no friendships. So with that being said, every Friday, kind of be on the lookout because, we're thinking about a change to Sunday, but we'll keep you guys updated. For now, it's every Friday at 7:00. We out. In a minute, we're out. Anybody got a song in their heart? Why log is out this thing? Okay. All right, let's do it.